Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is me, Tamit. Hope you guys are doing really well. So today I will be basically reviewing a fragrance from the house of Albait Aldimashqi, and that is going to be a clone of YSL L'Homme. Yes, YSL L'Homme, not La Nuit de l'Homme, YSL L'Homme. So let's get started. So as you guys can see, here's the box itself. The name of the fragrance is at the back, and this is how the box looks. My box is kind of old, so yeah, it's pretty old. It's been over 2 years, and so it does have some like marks of being old. So that's mostly about it. The box is standard cardboard box. Nothing to be like excited about. The presentation is quite normal. So yeah, that's mostly it about the box. The bottle itself, as you guys can see, it's pretty nice, blue in color. Bottle in front from the front looks like this. The cap has some nice detailing to it, and yeah, the like at the bottom, it's, as you guys can see, the sticker, it's 75 ml, not 100, but can't complain. The quality is good for the price and everything. The name of the fragrance is at the back. It's kind of wearing off, but as you guys, as I said, it's a pretty old bottle. So yeah, that's mostly it for the fragrance itself. Now, coming to the smell itself, I don't want to spend too much time on presentation because it's quite normal, right? So now coming to the, every time I smell it, I definitely, you know, even at times I compliment myself, like, wow, I'm smelling good. Okay, so coming to the smell itself. So first of all, it does have some resemblance to YSL La Nuit de l'Homme. So if you have used YSL's La Nuit de l'Homme, you're gonna get an idea of how this one smells like. So La Nuit de l'Homme is basically cardamom based, and this is not cardamom based, this is ginger based. The cardamom is basically replaced by ginger, which makes things fresh, but the overall backbone is that same lavender, powdery, slightly woody, very silky woody kind of that base. So yeah, and sweet base. So in the opening, it does have some citrusy aspects to it, and mostly ginger. So a lot of people mostly complain about the original, that the original doesn't last, it doesn't project, it quickly becomes a skin scent. That's true. The original was released probably back in 2007 or 2009. I kind of forgot the year it was released. Mostly, I guess 2007 or 8, something. It's something in that year timeline. But the original was a very good release, to be honest. Like, the original actually paved the way for the later release, especially La Nuit de l'Homme. So overall, yeah, the original was a pretty good, you could say, summer office, even summer day dates kind of a scenario. But honestly, there are definitely some differences to the original over here. I'm gonna talk about it, but in terms of smell, as I was describing, it opens up citrusy, slight bit of citrus, not too much, and it opens up mainly with that like ginger, right? This opening has slight coolness to it because of the ginger, right? So it's like you take a ginger out of the fridge, and the smell of cool ginger, you're gonna smell it in this one. So yeah, that's mostly it for the opening. And then at the mid, the lavender starts to pop out. Like, the citrusiness kind of goes away after, you could say, 2 to 3 minutes. The lavender kind of shows itself with that ginger tying in. The ginger kind of stays from the start till the end. It doesn't actually go away. So the ginger kind of stays from the start till the end. Lavender comes in, it makes things slightly aromatic, more powdery, you could say. Yeah, lavender can make things come off as powdery. And then there are some like woody background facets to it. The woods are like, even in La Nuit de l'Homme, it's more of like a powdery side of things. The same with this one as well. The dry down is similar, or you could say it's in that you could say realm of La Nuit de l'Homme, only that the cardamom is missing. This one is slightly fresher compared to La Nuit de l'Homme. So yeah, it does lean onto that powdery side, and a lot of people, I don't know, I'm not sure about a lot of people, but I kind of like, to my understanding, what I feel like, even though it's not mentioned, but I feel like L'Homme and La Nuit de L'Homme both, they do have tonka bean, because like the powderiness that comes from both of the fragrances, like it does resemble like tonka bean, which is, I don't know why the note is not listed. It kind of feels that way. So yeah, so that's mostly it. So it kind of starts off as really fresh, gingery, nice little ginger. The ginger isn't spicy; it's very cool, sort of like ginger. And then it transitions into more of a, like a lavender, with sweet lavender. I would say tonka bean lavender because of the powderiness and the aromatic touches. The ginger gets tied into that, and at the base, you're gonna get powderiness, tad bit of lavender. The ginger will stay, and woods. So the more it goes into the dry down, the more sweetness and slightly more powderiness will appear. However, as I said, it always gets it's always tied to the ginger. Like the ginger will stay. So yeah, this is a really well balanced ginger in my opinion. It's not spicy. It's not super sparkly. I think it has a balance to it. Now comparing to the original one, well, the original one, I would say in the opening, they both differ to the point that at, in the opening, especially in the opening, when you smell two of them side by side, you're gonna recognize that yes, this is the clone one, and that will be the original one. There are mostly two notable points. First of all, the ginger. As the ginger over here is not as sparkly as the original. The original one has a really like the ginger has sort of like a slight kick to it, right? Like it kind of lifts off. Whereas this ginger is more of on the it's more on the like slightly sweeter side of things. So yeah, that's the difference. But after, you could say, like 10 to 12 minutes, same to same, same to same. Another notable point that I mentioned is the difference is heaviness of the fragrance. Yes, the heaviness. YSL L'Homme, it wears very light. Um, like one of the main reasons that I never purchased YSL L'Homme is because whenever I tested it or I wore it, it kind of projected for around 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And the projection is not like very zingy, or the projection is not, it doesn't go very far. Like soft projection, like up to here for 30 minutes. And after 30 minutes, it kind of, comes really close to the skin. Like, even if someone's standing in front of you, they won't be, like, able to tell that if you're wearing any fragrance. Because it becomes a skin scent after 30 minutes. And on clothes, the longevity is just only around 4 to 4.5 hours, which is very sad. Not just poor longevity, poor sillage, poor projection as well, and basically it like no sillage, to be honest. Whenever you walk by, it won't create a scent trail. That's what I've noticed, and I'm a pretty heavy sprayer. So in terms of the performance, it's nowhere. So and the price you pay for it, I mean, for the scent quality, okay, yeah, acceptable, but for the performance, not really, no. But this, on the other hand, flips things upside down, as in this will actually give you a push. On my shirt, what I felt like, this actually goes on for 9 to 10 hours. I overspray, that's why it goes for 9 to 10 hours. If you probably dial down the spray to like 6 to 7 sprays, I think it will at least, on clothes, it will at least stay for like 6 to 7 hours, in my humble opinion. But I spray like on one spot twice, 2 times, so usually the concentration is more, and the fragrance tends to last. Like most of my fragrance on my clothes, as I spray like twice on a same area, and I spray all over my clothes, it tends to last at least more than 10 hours. Like most of my fragrances get me through the work day, or get me like through the day at least. If not, I get whiffs till the next day. So this one, in terms of performance, compared to other Albait Aldimashqi, I would say it's slightly weaker, but I think like being weaker, I think it has the benefit. Like, I wouldn't want this to be a very strong perfume, no. The way it comes off in the air, it's a very gentle, slightly soft, sophisticated, classy kind of a fragrance. So you don't want this sort of fragrance to be, you know, very loud on people's faces and very screechy and kind of like that, right? So you want these type of fragrances to be, you know, a moderate projector, and this is what it does. The projection is about like 1.5 hours, and the projection is moderate. It's not as like other Albait Aldimashqi fragrances where the projection is about 2.5 hours. The projection would be huge, loud. No, moderate projection for 1.5 hours, and longevity on my clothes, overspraying 9 to 10 hours. So overall, I'm happy with how this fragrance comes across, and the projection and the longevity and the projection and everything, the performance side of things. I'm happy. Now, when to wear this? Now, a lot of people will say this is a summer version of La Nuit de l'Homme, and I won't disagree with them, but and I won't completely agree with them as well. Even though it's a fresher version of La Nuit de l'Homme, it's a fresher take on La Nuit de l'Homme, but what I feel personally is that this fragrance is meant to be worn on summer evenings, like when the sun is just setting down, right? Like it has like cooled enough, right? Temperature. Wear this. If you're out on a date, right? Especially if you're out on a date with someone, wear this. Your other half, she will give you a compliment. If not, she will at least say, okay, your perfume smells nice. At least, or she will at least, you know, kind of look at you, okay, something's nice, at least. So yeah, that's what I feel like. And is it good for the office? I would say yes. If you are a nice looking guy, if you know, dress up really nicely, not like how I'm dressing at the moment, if you wear a suit and tie, or you know, or like if you are dressed up, let's just say, you can definitely like, you know, wear this to the office. But I would say that's where the versatility ends: office and summer evening dates. That's it, because the smell is so elegant and sophisticated. If you wear this if you wear this in casual scenarios, this will not go, unfortunately. This is for those you know, reserved situations mostly. So yeah, summer dating fragrance. That's what I would classify this as. So yeah, that's about it. For this, I think I gave you enough review. If I missed on something, do let me know in the comments below. And if you buy this fragrance in later on in the future, you can definitely let me know about your experience. And if you want a decant of this, I do have a decant page below where I sell decants of Albait Aldimashqi. I'll link it down below. You can definitely you know, hit me up, and I'll give you the prices. And I try to sell it as I'll definitely try to sell it as less as possible. I'll try my best. So yeah, hope to see you on the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye, guys.